Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's another video from your boy Shade Cybl. Let's talk about Cybl. Here I am looking at some comments. We're gonna start with comments and then we'll go into some other things. Moon Market. So for those of you who don't know who Moon Market is, he's a huge channel, huge Discord. He loves to pump and dump, and that's exactly why you're seeing the share price of this stock dumping. Just something to note here, the comment section. STO words, STO1. Hey, I'm wearing a hat like you. Okay, anyways. You know what's funny? Moon Market made about 27K on Cybl the other day. And today he bought 8.5 million shares of ILIS. Ironically, that would have cost him about 27K. So that's just something to take note of. Okay? Just something to take note of. Something to take note of. So that's why you're getting the sell-off. Because Moon Market, and probably, if he sold, probably his Discord sold. They dumped it. That's kind of, it's a classic Moon Market pump and dump. That's what he does. He'll tell people, hey, chase this, or hey, guys, I'm buying this, and then it'll pump. He dumps it for big gains because he has a big enough Discord and subscriber base where he can jump in to a stock, pumps it, dumps it on the subscriber's head, and makes a cool 10, 20K real quick. I think this week he's probably made like 30K alone because that's the power of having that much. Whether it's illegal or not, I don't care. I don't know the law, but it's essentially pump and dump. Very well orchestrated. I already talked about it in the ILIS video as to how his Moon Market pump and dumps work. That's why he's able to post, hey, guys, 100% gain. Woo, I called it. Well, he buys in first and then pumps it to his huge base, which pushes it up. Brings the volume to the OTC that never has volume, and then it skyrockets. So hopefully that makes sense. For those of you who are a part of the Moon Market Discord, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're getting the dump off of them selling. Clearly, Moon Market must have sold. It seems to add up. He sold, and then now he's pumping ILIS. Surprise, surprise! The guy that likes to pump penny stocks comes back. He's gonna pump the one that was forming a bear flag and then suddenly exploded. And yesterday I was surprised. I'm like, why is anyone buying ILIS? It's inferior to Cybl. Inferior. Hasn't accomplished anything in the past 3 years. There's a reason why it was sitting at double zeros with no CE needed. Okay, let's go to the comments again. But yeah, the big numbers. I would expect 100 million this year. Just going to throw that out there. I would expect 100 million in revenue this year, which is huge. This will cause the stock to explode. Combine that with some contracts from the government, which I think we're going to see. And we're going to see big, big, big numbers, my friends. And big, big moves in share prices. But I wait for bottoms. All right, Shades, are you buying? No, not yet. I'm not buying yet. I'm going to wait. $1 will be epic. Hope it hits 20 cents. I still don't understand how this hasn't been uplisted off of the penny stock exchange. This should be at 100 by now. Yeah. Sure, I guess. Confident we'll reach 10 cents within 2 years? We can do 10 cents for sure because of the government contract side of things. That's about it. I wouldn't expect anything else to move the stock. Just look at Palantir and how it moved. Look at ASTS and how that moved on a government contract. So it is. I think 10 cents is doable. But first, let's talk 6.5 cents, right? Let's talk 6.5 cents first. Okay. So I was reading through the most recent 10Q. So the company entered a 1-year purchase order financing arrangement, providing up to $3 million of financing subject to specific purchase orders from government customers. That's the key word here, government customers. Let me zoom in for you guys. There we go. Now you can see what I'm seeing. Government customers. That's the big one right there. Another thing is they don't have to dilute because they're getting their financing from elsewhere. So that's the first thing I wanted to point out. Let's move on. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Cybl security details. Great outstanding shares. Great authorized shares. This is enough for us to go to 6.5 cents. It's done it before. It can do it again. It's a much better company. Yes, I agree. It is a much better company than before. I do believe it can go to 10 cents. And if they are going to buy back shares, which if you watched yesterday's video, they are adamant about buying back shares. And I think they have the money now. And they have enough financing that A, they don't have to dilute. B, they can actually afford to buy back shares. And if we hit that 100 million target, if we get 100 million in revenue this year, because they're already halfway through that, then they'll have the money, and we could see share buybacks. Which this stock The potential is there. I know some of you are wondering, well, why don't you buy in? I just told you, there's so many pump and dump groups in this. If they all decide to dump, it's going to come down and fast. I don't want to be a part of that. I'd rather wait for it to dump, and then everyone's going to be like, oh no, it dumped. Why? I don't understand. And then that's when I'll buy in. When the euphoria dies and everyone's like sad and depressed because they don't understand why it came down, that's when I'm going to buy. That's when I know it's time to buy. So I can be patient. I can wait. You just wait. I'll alert and I'll buy. And you're going to be like, wow, I should have listened to this guy. He was right. It dumped. I'm not saying it's going to dump tomorrow. I'm just saying it's going to dump eventually. Eventually it'll come down. In the second quarter of 2024, we recognized approximately $53 million in revenue across the company's operations. So this is what I was talking about. They're already halfway through there. If we get a huge beat on earnings in November, we're going to see this thing skyrocket. We're going to see this skyrocket. And it's going to be insane. People are going to be... And if they announce share buybacks, among other things, oh boy. I hope they come out with an investor deck, by the way, a presentation or something. I hope they really start communicating, like they used to. Hopefully they don't become eyeless. Founded in 2000. Okay, let's see. What else? There was another one here that stood out to me. Okay, this is one of the subsidiaries. Datron sales are on the rise with booked sales of 5.3 million, with an additional 11.5 million. So that's 11.5 on top of the 53. That brings it to 64. Let's round it up to 65 million already going into year end. That's not including the other subsidiaries, of course. This is just Datron. So we're doing the math here. Like we could see 100 million from this bad boy. I don't know why people think I'm bearish or a short. Like, guys, I just have my own strategy. I'm not going to be a part of these pump and dumps. I want them when no one wants them. Just like AITX, no one wants it right now. It'll pump 500% and we can just bag people. As set forth in item 3. Oh, this is something that I didn't realize. I just noticed this. I guess they're being sued. Cybl issued convertible promissory notes to RB Capital Partners with maturity dates through July 2024. In February 2024, RB Capital converted 1.6 million, including accrued interest, into 6.6 million shares of common stock. Cybl disputes the aggregate amount and terms of the notes and has been in discussions with RB Capital regarding the same. And then on August 14, so not too long ago, August 14, 2024, RB Capital filed a complaint in the United States District Court for the Southern District of California seeking payment of the notes and attorney fees. Cybl intends to defend this position and will handle the matter accordingly. So that's just something to keep in mind and something to keep track of moving forward. See what happens with that. Isn't RB Capital Brett Rosen? Maybe not. I don't know. Someone correct me. I don't keep track of Brett Rosen or Sharp. Sharp looks like an idiot right now. Sharp, it looks like a buffoon. Anything George Sharp hates on, probably just buy it. Don't buy it blindly though. Wait for a bottom, in my opinion. Revenue, look at that, 52 million. Add the 11 million on top. 64. We're rounding up. Nintendo 64 right there. Cost of goods sold is low relative to the revenue. This is going to be incredible. What a comeback. This thing is going to show everyone up. It's going to show AITX and I. This is how you get things done. Okay, this is another juicy one. This is why I made the 100 million target, by the way, for this 2024, full year 2024. On August 29, 2023, Cybl was awarded a contract of $78.9 million to deliver Cybl K-8 unmanned aircraft systems as confirmed by the United States Department of Defense. If they complete this, that's $78.9 million. You add everything else from the other subsidiaries, what we can clear 100 million. And it's gonna be, we're gonna get a huge pump, guys. Again, it's just a matter of waiting to get for the stock to get nice and cheap. For those of you who keep asking me if I'm gonna jump in, I'm just waiting. And it's possible that I wait and it never comes back down to my level that I want. And it just runs to 10 cents. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. Whatever. I don't care. If you're that scared and fearful that you're going to miss out, because that's people who keep asking me that question. Are you going to jump in? It makes me think that you're fearful of missing out. I don't have fear of missing out. If I did, I would have jumped in already. I don't care. I'm a robot. If Cybl at 1 penny, execute by order. Else, don't care. So if you feel like you're going to miss out, if you're having this fear of missing out, feel free to jump in. That's all I'm going to say with regards to that. Feel free to jump in. We expect to conclude the Ukraine UAS contract before the end of the year 2024. The completion of the contract for the systems is subject to Department of Defense acceptance. The company is also pursuing additional opportunities as part of the $61 billion Ukraine security assistance package announced on April 26, 2024, which could bring another, 30 to 50 million if you think about it. It came down to 1 penny here. Here it's getting bought up under 1.5. So wait to see if it comes down under 1.5 and start accumulating it. Okay, I'm giving you the game plan for those of you who are pestering me about buying. Just wait for 1 penny and under. I mean, not 1 penny, 1 penny and have and under, start accumulating it. Here's your level. Okay, there you go. Start accumulating it here under 1.5 pennies. If you want to wait for me, I'm going to wait for 1 penny. Like back then when we were swing trading it for 20%, 50%, when it held that 1 penny bottom back then. So and that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the editing. I will see you in the next one.